Hello, I'm from the United States, and I condemn in the strongest possible terms the illegal invasion of Venezuela by the Trump administration. Let's be perfectly clear about what has happened. Unprovoked, America has invaded another country and kidnapped its president in order to steal oil. Because of this, I call on all Americans to join me in the condemnation of these events, no matter what their political affiliation might be. This is not about progressives versus conservatives or Democrats versus Republicans. It is about an openly corrupt administration disregarding the national sovereignty of another country and using violence to enrich and empower itself, all while telling absurd lies to justify these crimes. Hegseth, Rubio, Bondi, and the rest of Trump's warmongers call Maduro a dictator who violates human rights. However, whether or not this is true, it is irrelevant. The U.S. continuously supports authoritarian regimes all around the world and has been actively participating in a genocide for over 2 years. It has no moral or legal standing to overthrow the government of another nation. Additionally, Donald Trump, a man convicted of 34 felonies, cites indictments on drug charges against Maduro as justification for the invasion. The hypocrisy of this aside, if Trump was so concerned about narcotics, why did he just pardon a convicted drug trafficker, Juan Orlando Hernandez, the former president of Honduras? No, this, just like so many previous crimes by American presidents, is about the theft of natural resources and the domination of other nations. Trump has admitted as much, describing how he and his cronies are going to run the country and we're going to get back our oil. He describes a larger strategy to revive America's hegemony in the hemisphere under a renewed Monroe Doctrine, though now fatuously being called the Dunroe Doctrine after Trump himself. All of this is shameless imperialism, of course. Venezuela's oil belongs to the Venezuelan people, and the leaders of Venezuela should be chosen by the Venezuelan people without coercion or outside influence. However, from orchestrated coups and unjust economic sanctions to the propping up of unpopular opposition figures like Juan Guaido or Maria Corina Machado, to the terrorism of this past weekend, the American assault on Venezuela has been nonstop and spanned multiple administrations, not just the current one. The only way this cycle of violence will end is when regular, working people in both countries and all around the world come together to put pressure on and stop the war criminals in Washington. That is why a few weeks ago, Senator Mark Kelly and 5 other U.S. lawmakers were correct in calling on servicemen and women to stand up to the Trump administration. In a video, they correctly pointed out, our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders. You must refuse illegal orders. And people everywhere must refuse this illegal administration, even those in the building behind me. Trump believes he is above the law. He believes he can act without consequence and just make up any lie, no matter how ridiculous, to be absolved of his crimes. We cannot let this happen. We must show him just how wrong he is. Hands off Venezuela!
Hands off Venezuela!
Hands off Venezuela!
Hands off Venezuela!
Thank you.
네. 라이언님이 말씀해 주신 것처럼